Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Hi, Todd.
Miss Willis. Hi, Miss Willis.
Hi.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Oh, not much. You want to come and see the dirtbags?
Is there any way to talk about your friends?
No, they're a band, Mr. Willis. Local legends. They broke up about 2 years ago, but they're back together now and they're playing at the sports centre tonight. So you want to come?
Nah, I want to do a bit more work on the board.
No, go with Todd, see the band. Then we won't have to worry about any more blackouts.
He's already plunged us into darkness once tonight.
You've just spent enough time messing about with that surfboard anyway. I mean, you're letting your hobby take over your life.
It's more than just a hobby, Mum. We're talking like serious art here. And an artist has to stay focused. Right, Todd?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you try focusing on something important for once? Like repeating year 12 at Tech. You're never going to get a decent job with the grades you got before. So focus, Bradley. When are you going to get your enrolment in?
Mum, there are more important things I want to do with my life.
Well, you can go ahead and do them. After you get a decent education.
Well, life is education. I mean, look at poor Josh. Now, he's maybe blinded. And all of those years of school just wasted. I'll bet he wishes he spent more time getting out and doing things.
It's more likely he wishes he spent his time studying instead of messing about with surfboards and dangerous chemicals. You should look at Adam. At least he's not scared of a bit of work.
Just because I don't want to spend my life at Tech doesn't mean I'm scared of a bit of work. Does it, Dad?
Bradley, in this argument, you don't have a leg to stand on, and your father knows it, right, Doug?
Yes, Mum.
But, I mean, if you do feel you're wasting your time at Tech, well, we'll just have to find another alternative.
Yeah, right. That's what we should do. Look at an alternative.
And the only alternative I can think of is going back to high school.
Oh, Mum, you're joking.
Oh, no, I'm not. In fact, the more I think about it, the more it sounds like a very good idea.
I feel like a human knock-knock joke. I must have door-knocked every house in Erinsborough.
Well, it must be worth it if you're making people aware of the Save the School campaign. I'll get it. Hello, Robinsons? Oh, Christina. Well, I still think it's a little early to be worrying quite so much. Well, they've probably decided to have a look at other vineyards while they're up there. And I said before, they're most probably talking to one of the owners. I'm sure they'll be home soon. Are you all right over there by yourself? Good. Well, call me as soon as they come home. All right? Bye.
Still no word from Paul and Caroline?
No. I didn't say so to Christina, but it is very worrying, Jim. I mean, if there'd been some foreseeable hold-up, I'm sure they would have rung.
Probably something as simple as a flat tire. I'm sure they're fine.
Yes, I imagine you're right.
Feeling any better?
A bit, thanks.
Once in my life, I wished I smoked. Oh, at least we'd have some way of lighting a fire then.
Well, you could rub sticks together. It works in the comics.
Yeah, it works in real life too, with about 10 years practice.
We haven't got that long, right? What do you think our chances are? Of lasting through the night, I mean.
Oh, of course we'll get through the night. It'll just be a bit cold, that's all.
Silly question. You're hardly going to give me an honest answer if there's any chances of us freezing to death.
Oh, come on, Kaz. We're not going to freeze to death.
What was that?
Oh, I don't know. Possum or a wombat or something. Plenty of wildlife around here.
God, I'm so cold. What time is it?
Oh. 9:45.
Oh, this cold now. What's it going to be like at 3 a.m. in the morning? I'm scared.
Oh, come on, don't be. We'll be all right. Hey, come on.
Oh, I feel sorry for you, mate. Repeating the year will be the pits.
Thanks, mate. You really cheered me up.
Sorry.
You're gonna miss that band if you don't get a move on.
Yeah, probably just stick my head in for 10 minutes, see what they sound like. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Yeah, see you, mate. See you, Mr. Willis.
Yeah, see you, Todd. That magazine I was reading, did I leave it out here?
Hey, Dad, you got to talk to Mum.
I do all the time. It's our principal means of communication.
No. I mean about this repeating Year 12 stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, I don't know. Not a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. Really bad. You got to tell her that. She'll listen to you. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. You talk her out of it, and I'll work for you on the building team.
Oh, really? Oh, it's nice to see you're suddenly so eager to join the family business, but I think I'll pass.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Gabby was home. She'd help me.
And how would she do that exactly?
She's not scared of Mum. She'd stick up for me.
Maybe she'd think it's none of her business.
Yeah, but it's your business, Dad. I'm your son. Can't you tell Mum what a dumb idea it is, please?
Good, mate. As you said, I'd be too scared to get involved. Just have to leave it up to your mother.
Christina must be worried out of her mind.
Yeah, well, at least I'm glad somebody will.
What do you mean? A lot of people will be.
I can think of one person that won't. I reckon I could go missing on a trip to the Antarctic and he probably wouldn't worry about me.
You mean your father? That'd be silly. He'll be...
He'll be what?
Well, he'll be more worried than anybody.
Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
Oh, I've got a cramp.
Oh, just stand up and stretch for a while. How's that better? Oh, look, maybe the idea of starting a fire with some sticks, rubbing them together isn't such a bad idea after all. Anything's worth a try, isn't it?
Well, with strings.
Strings?
Oh, sticks. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll duck outside and see what I can find. There's some leaves and stuff around. But you keep moving, keep the circulation going, all right?
Right.
It's all too damp around here. I'm going to move further up the slope.
Yeah, well, don't be long.
I won't.
Oh. Don't be long.
Settle down, Robinson. A wimp. Are you a man or a mouse? Yeah, come on. Damn spiders. Damn. Right, sticks. Let's start again. Just settle down, Robinson, for God's sake.
Oh, Jim, any news?
No. Well, I suppose it's good news in a way. I checked through all the newspaper advertisements till I found the vineyard they went to. And I rang them. Apparently Paul and Caroline left there late in the afternoon. Then I rang the police accident centre and they said there'd been no reports of any accidents in the vineyard area tonight.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Have they started searching the area?
Well, not in any serious way. Apparently, you can't be officially reported as missing until you've been gone for 24 hours.
Oh, but that's ridiculous. Paul and Caroline are responsible adults. They're not going to just vanish without a word to anyone just for the sake of it.
Well, you and I know that, but the police don't. Anyway, unofficially, I had to talk to Sergeant Small, and he said he's going to get their cars in the area to keep an eye out.
Oh, well, at least that's something.
So how's Christina?
Oh, worried sick. I tried to be reassuring, but I don't think I was very successful, considering I'm worried sick as well. I think I'll stay over there with her tonight, at least until we hear something. I just came here to pick up a few things.
Good. I don't know, with all the problems Paul and I have had lately, we've both been so blasted stubborn. Why does it often take something like this to make you realise how silly you've been?
Yes. You know, the thing we were most worried about was a car accident, and now we know there hasn't been one. So I'm sure there's going to be some good news at any moment.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Otherwise, I'm going up there first thing in the morning to search the area myself.
What's up?
Caroline and Paul are missing. We're very worried.
Well, can I come up with you then, please?
Sure, mate. I can use all the help I can get.
Well, let's pray that they turn up safe and well long before morning.
Paul? 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 Where are you?
Perfect.
Blow me down. What's this?
Well, what are you doing up? Get back in bed.
What?
Just spent the last half hour making your brekkie. You've ruined everything.
Well, that's got to be a world first. What's the occasion?
It doesn't have to be an occasion. You do stuff for me all the time. Can I do something for you to show you I appreciate it?
Well, of course you can. In fact, I'd rather you do it a bit more often, actually. And especially sometime, maybe, when you're not trying to soft soap me into backing down about you going back to school.
Oh, hey, I'd forgotten all about that. We can talk about that some other time. Here, sit down. Get stuck into this.
Well, it looks delicious, but I'm really not hungry. I had breakfast with your father before he left.
With Dad? It's Sunday. What's he doing up so early?
Bradley, most people would consider that 8:30 in the morning is not all that early. He's gone with Jim and Todd to help look for Paul and Caroline.
Oh, haven't they turned up yet?
No, they haven't. I'm just about to go over and see Helen now.
Oh, have something before you go. You can't waste all this gourmet food.
You have it. It'll help keep up your strength for all that studying you're going to have to do this year.
Oh, hey, Mum, come on. We still have to talk about that.
You're wasting your time, Bradley. There's nothing to talk about. You are going to repeat Year 12, and that's all there is to it, young man. If you want me, I'll be over at the Robinsons. Bye.
Hello, Robbins. Michael, it's all been said. I'm not interested, especially now. Look, I'm going to say this for the last time. You are not part of my life anymore, and I don't want you phoning me here again. Goodbye.
Not bad news.
Oh, no, it was something else. There's nothing on Caroline and Paul.
Oh, dear.
We've been nearly going out of our minds, especially Christina.
Well, after what happened with Brad, I know exactly how you feel. I just wish there was something we could do to help.
There is. You can sit down there and have a cuppa with me. Herbal?
Thanks. You had any sleep?
Oh, I had a little last night. Christina didn't get much, but finally she fell asleep on the lounge, so I ducked over here for a while.
I'm sure they'll find them.
Yes. How are things going at your house?
Oh, the usual dramas. Packed one set off with Cody and another set arrived with Brad. I want him to repeat Year 12 so that he'll get a reasonable score, but he's determined not to.
Oh, you should get him to talk to Dorothy. She can be very persuasive on that subject.
That's a thought. Actually, that's a very good thought. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, well, sometimes you can get too close to a problem.
They'll be all right, Helen. I'm sure they'll be all right.
No sign.
Nothing in this direction either. What do you want to try next?
I don't know. Maybe we should work our way back to the main road, checking all the tracks along the way.
What's that?
What?
There's a car there through the trees, red one off to the right. Could be Paul's.
Get in. The bonnet's cold. It's been here all night.
You don't suppose they might have headed off on foot?
Oh! Caroline! Okay. We start searching on foot. We spread out about 50 metres apart and keep parallel to each other. I reckon they've tried to find a shortcut to the nearest town, which is in that general direction.
Yeah, well, they must be a fair way off if they didn't hear you yell.
Well, maybe. There might have been other reasons. It's pretty rough country.
Which is why we haven't got too much time to waste. So you grab this stuff, here. Spread out and start searching. Hope you're gone. Not too late.
This is Mum's idea, but I know it's a Sunday and you probably don't want to be bothered, so I can come back some other time.
Perfectly all right, Brad. What did you want to talk to me about?
Well, like I said, it's not me, it's what Mum wants me to talk to you about.
Okay, I think I've absorbed that point. Now, what does your mother want you to talk about?
You don't really want to hear it. It's boring stuff.
Maybe I should phone her and let her tell me herself.
No, you don't want to do that. It's just about the tests I flunked while I was OS on my basketball scholarship.
Yes?
Well, I really flunked. We're talking all the way. Total failure. But you know what parents are like. Mum's got this crazy idea that I should go back to school here.
I wouldn't call it crazy. It's a good idea. With a little less time spent on basketball, you might surprise yourself. What are your best subjects?
I never had any. I was rotten at all of them. About the only thing I was good at was making the other kids laugh. Of course, the teachers didn't like that much. They reckoned I was
Disruptive?
That's it, yeah. I never meant to be. I just can't seem to help it. One of the teachers said I single-handedly pulled the class average down by a full 10%.
Really?
Yeah.
So it seems you're a lost cause.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Anyway, I guess that's how you see it too, so I won't take up your whole morning.
Sit down, Brad. Keep talking. I enjoy a good horror story.
Sure, okay, well, there was this other time where I actually spent 2 whole nights studying for an exam, but it turned out I had my schedule mixed.
Schedule?
Yeah, my schedule mixed up, and it was for the wrong subject. And then there was this other time where I was studying for an Australian history assignment, but it was actually an Austrian history assignment.
Jim, over here!
Come on, wake up.
How is she?
I don't know. Oh, it's all right. Jim and Todd are here. Everything's going to be okay now. Come on.
No, don't give her that. That's water. Give her some of this. It's hot, sweet tea. It's better for hypothermia. Caroline, where's Paul?
He went to get firewood. He didn't come back.
Do you think you could get Caroline to the youth and to the hospital? I think Todd and I shall see if we can find Paul. Hopefully he hasn't gone too far.
I got that. G'day, Mrs. B. Just making a coffee. You want a cup or you talking some sense in the Mum?
Not at the moment, thank you, Brad.
Dorothy?
Well, that was an instructive conversation I just had with your son. I never imagined he could be so eloquent.
Yeah, well, just telling it like it is.
Not that I believed a word he said, of course.
What exactly did he say?
Oh, a lot of bilge designed to convince me of what a hopeless student he is.
So you agree with me? He should go back to school.
No. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I think he probably shouldn't.
I don't understand.
The fact is, he's not a child, however much he might act like one. At this age, he can be expected to have some idea of what he wants to do with his life. And if he hates the thought of school enough to resort to the load of rubbish I've just listened to, I can't see much point in trying to force him into going.
Yes, way to go, Mrs. B.
But surely a proper education is vital for kids today.
Yes, it is, and I'm sure Brad will realise that in time. But you can't educate someone who doesn't want to be educated.
Oh, dear. This is not what I wanted to hear.
I know, and I'm sorry. The reality is, Brad has no motivation. Any that he might have had has been lost in the long break away from his studies.
I was hoping we might be able to re-motivate him.
Perhaps he'll feel more motivated after a year of trying to earn a living out in the cold, hard world. If that's so, we can look to completing his education at night school or some such alternative. Now, if that offer for coffee is still open, assuming such an uneducated buffoon is to be trusted with such a complex task.
Yeah, coffee, no problem. That's the brown stuff in little bags on the string, right?
Nothing.
Well, he survived last night, but we won't find him by tonight.
Oh, we'll find him. Doug would have got to the police by now, and they'll be sending more help any minute.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Anyway, we've searched this area pretty thoroughly, so I think we better have a look at the other side of the track. Come on.